Hi, welcome to Markets of Sunshine. This is Marcia, and today I'm going to show you how to make a fold-out page in your photojournal address book. And we're going to embellish each of the sections so it's a tri-fold. And I'm going to show you what I've done already and then how easy it is for you to do this yourself. You can use your scrapbook papers, your digital papers, plain cardstock, magazine pages, a variety of things, and you'll want to have a continuity, something to step by step to follow and to begin with. So you want to have a foundation to start off with. So I've used book pages as the foundation, and then I've come in with my decorative papers and craft paper, digital printouts, and a variety of die cut shapes. Just play around with it. So the book page itself is your starting point, and then we're going to just collage and add layers to our page that's already in the signature. So you start off with your page and then you build layers on top of that, and then that gives your page stability and durability, and it will stay looking wonderful in your book and it won't tear. Now the seams here, I may have to come in and reinforce them, so I'm thinking I might do that on the other side. So this is the first page, and we've decorated this. I've already decorated this, so I wanted to show you this first. And this is a tuck spot here, and then I just made a little tag to go in behind that, so I just glued it on two sides. And this was a digital printout, and I just put it on a piece of cardstock, and I used a dark colored cardstock so I wouldn't use up my light colored cardstock. Here is a belly band, so I just took a dark colored piece of cardstock, made a tag for it, and to make this belly band I used one piece of cardstock, decorative cardstock, that was just a piece of my scrap bag, another piece of that craft paper, which this is the paper that I was using, and I just kept tearing it down into smaller and smaller pieces. And then this was a leftover piece, another from my scrap bag of cardstock. So I staggered the three of them, so you can see here tucking the larger one, the longest piece tucking out, and then the craft paper tucking out on the side of this paper here, and then that here. I just took it to the sewing machine, zigzag down the middle. There's no glue involved in this one on that part there, and then just to glue it to the page, I did put glue here, there, both places. Now this is another digital printout that I printed on white cardstock, and then this is from another digital paper pack, so you can mix and match your collections. You don't have to just stay in one collection. You can take multiple collections and you'll find that they can all be put together and look beautiful if you keep within the same color tones. And as you can see, these are all in the same color tone family. And then over here what I did is I had a piece of cardstock, again from my scrap bag, and a piece of plastic laminated, leftover from my laminating projects. And once you laminate it, this is the gloss, and it will go clear like this for you. And then I had the die cut flower, and then I put glue on him and put him onto the cardstock. Then I put the plastic on top, and I just took it to the sewing machine and straight stitched around it, and then I glued this on, and it's a little pocket, so back here I can make a tag and put it in there. And I wanted to have writing space here, writing space here. I could put photos if I wanted to as well. So there's no pockets on either one of these. So pocket here, 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 and here. So that's 4 pockets, well, 3 pockets and 1 belly band. And then photo spots there, or journaling if I wanted to. Now we're just going to turn it over so that you can see the whole back of the page here. Now we're gonna work on this. I've already started one box, so now we have 5 other boxes that we're going to work on. And now what I did when I made the trifold, I came in and where it had creased, I put a ink mark. So that way I could know to stay within that boundary. So when I was going to decorate this side, I knew I wanted to stay within it so that when I close it and open it, it's not going to interfere. So here, the only thing I was thinking that I will do, because I know that this is a vintage book page and this can start ripping over time, so will come in here with a piece of fabric and I'm going to glue that on there. And so I thought I would start with, it doesn't matter really what color fabric you go with, because it's probably more than likely going to get covered up. So, but I thought, well, let me look at my little scrap bag. Let me see if I can find something within the tone that I'm, using on this page, this decoration. And I wanted something that might not be transparent. I want it to be more opaque. I like this. Ooh, this is pretty. So vintagey, isn't that beautiful? It's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, so this will look good, and it will go here. So I'm thinking, obviously I'll have to do this in stages. So I'm going to get my pinking shears. I know one of the other channels I watch, and she calls these zigzag scissors, and I keep meaning, and she probably has had people tell her over and over again, but she just likes to call them zigzag scissors, and I get a chuckle out of that every time because she's obviously not a sewer. So these are called pinking shears if you would like the official name. If you go into the store and you tell people you want zigzag scissors, they're going to look at you, funny, but if you say pinking shears, they're going to go, oh yeah. And so this pattern is really not a directional pattern because the flowers are going up and down, so it doesn't really matter. But yep, as you can see, that width right there will fit in here perfectly. So now I just need to cut me another strip and more or less try to stay that size. So I wanted to do this first. I knew that these seams needed to be reinforced. Okay. So I need to look and see where is the fold mark. So then I can come here like this. So I'm going to use my Aleene's tacky glue, and then I'm just going to put it right here on the fabric. Oh, let me see. Let's just do it here because I think it's going to get too messy if I put it on the fabric. I can just see that mess, and I don't like that. So I'm going to just go on either side of that crease, and then I'll be okay. And I'm just following that ink line that is on the paper. And then I can come up here and go out a little bit. Okay. And we're going to start at the bottom. Look at that. Trim that a little better. And just lay it right here. And we do this when we're doing our signatures in our junk journals. You know how we'll use fabric to reinforce the spines on things. And so I just need a little smidgen, just a little tiny little bit. Glue is sticking to my fingers, and every little smidgen is sticking to me. Okay, so we need just a wee bit. So let me think. Let's see how. Perfect. Very good. So now I am not going to bend this right now. I'm going to just leave it here like this. And then that will set up. And then we'll work on this other areas. Isn't that pretty? That just shows, gives it character right off the bat. So I'm going to do the same thing down this crease here. Now I've already put this element here on, but that's okay. So I'm just going to go right up to the edge of this, and then that will reinforce that. So let me just show you what I did here. This is a fold out page, and what you do is you just make a hinge. So this is just taking your cardstock, measure it 1 inch, and score it on a 1/2 inch, and then this is a hinge that you can use, and you have just this one piece of cardstock. This is just one side of cardstock. It's not been folded, and then this paper was just glued to my book page, but I wanted this to be a hidden journaling spot. So to make that, all you need to do is decorate your cardstock the way you want it, and then you make a hinge, and you glue the one side down to this side, you glue the other side down to your cardstock, fold it over, and there you go. Isn't that neat? Yes. And I have done this in other videos, and I don't remember which one, but if you ever want to binge watch my channel, then you will be able to go back and you will be able to find that video where I show you how to do that. Okay, so now we're going to just trim this. Again, I love this fabric. Oh, absolutely love it. These I remember getting from a quilt shop in DeLand, Florida, and years ago. I think they call these like a charm pack or something like that. I don't know. However she had it, but anyway. And it was just a variety of fabrics. So I think when she gets to the end of the, it's not like a Joann's, it's an actual fabric store. And when you get to the end of the bolt, a lot of times they'll do little things like this. Okay, so same thing. All right, let me see. I'm going to have to cut a piece just to go into that little gap, but that's okay. Just trying to see if I stretch it and stretch this piece. Will they meet? But no, they're not going to meet. Okay, same thing. All right, so we're going to just fold these over. Now here's the ink line. So I'm just going to go right down and more or less where I have the gap between the two papers. That's how I know where to put it. Yeah. And I'm already getting it all over the place. But that's okay. I can come back and wipe it off. I can always wipe off the excess. That's not a problem. Okay. So hold on to that end. Where's the other piece? Where did I put it? I've already lost here. Okay. Bend down here. Yeah, it's going to have to go underneath of it. Glue up there. All right, got a little tiny piece. A little more glue. There. Very nice. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Okay. So now let's turn it back over here. And we're going to make a tuck spot with a tag, a belly band with a tag. Okay, now this little pocket is actually an empty tea bag wrapper. So this is what is so cool about if you drink tea, that you can use the little bag wrappers that they come in, and just be careful, which I wasn't really thinking about it at the time, but try to tear it evenly across the top, or even cut it with scissors, but I mean, I like this torn look. So what I did then is I covered it with just a piece of digital paper. You can do, use cardstock, whatever you want to use. So I have this piece here. I'm thinking I might use it. I like that. So now let's flip it back over, and then we'll use the photo paper here and here, and then the solid, beautiful, like a specimen card kind of a image here. So it's got the pretty reflective, like it's under glass kind of a thing. Isn't that pretty? Yes. Okay, back over here. And so, okay, so this will go here. So let me just start laying things out where they're going to go, and then we'll worry about decorating them up. Okay, now, so this was the bird image that I used on the other page. So all I did was put it on a piece of cardstock, which now this one, I'm not going to put it on there. Actually used this paper. I'm going to put it on the dark paper because this is just a tuck spot. And there's a little birdie right here at my window. You can't see him, but he was coming to the bird feeder. I may stitch this one. I didn't. Did I stitch the other one? I don't think I did. Let's flip. No, I didn't. Okay, I stitched the tag, but I didn't stitch the pocket. So now let's take a look here, and I want to see where these... Okay, so this one I'm going to put in the middle this time. Okay, so all I'm going to do is use a little bit of glue stick, since I will be stitching this to the cardstock. And just come up to the edge of this. And then now we can cut it out. And I love this. It already has the effect of vintage and burned edge, so I don't have to ink that at all. That one is already done. Now I did ink the other tea bag, so I will ink this one. Might put this image on here, because this is kind of like what I did on the other one. So what I'm going to do, okay, just hold it up to the light a little bit. Okay, there. Make sure I'm getting the rose centered where I want it. So I'm right in front of a window, so you can do that as well. And then you can see where to place your image on the tea bag. Now we shall cut this out. And I want to cut in front of the pencil line, not behind the pencil line. Well, I don't know. Let me see. Under it, not on top of it. Let's put it that way. Okay, so that's more or less the shape of the tea bag. There, see? Okay, perfect. So now we are going to glue this, so this whole image gets glued onto the front of that. And isn't that pretty? So pretty. Look at it coming together already. Just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay, we're going to use our handy dandy glue stick again. Looks like I'm getting to the end of this. I bought a pack of 24, I believe it is. I'll have to get it out in a minute. Of these glue sticks. And I think I got them in 2020. I don't remember getting them in 2019. But I'll have to look back on my invoice when I reorder. I still have quite a few left. Okay, I'm trying to keep it where you can see me, but I don't want to get anything on this. So let me scoot that up. Let me scoot this up. Okay. You can see. Alright, where is the... Okay, I gotta double check on this. Okay. So I want this, but I can trim that off. I just don't want to glue it to the back piece. Then I glue my pocket shut. Don't want to do that. Okay. And the way the little bag is, you see back here, the way they close the bag, you have to measure within that pocket. So this tag here actually fits perfectly in that. So the measurement of this is 1 3/4, where the bag itself is 2.5. So you see how much space you lose. But that's okay. All right. So now he gets to go here. Okay. Scooting back in place so you can see. Okay, good. Where are we? There. Perfect. Okay. All right. Let me mangle the basket there a little bit. Okay. So we're still good. Okay. So he'll get glued. This will be now. I had him. Let me see. Let me look at this. All right. So he gets folded. Yeah. All right. So it's folded like this. Okay. And then, so the first, let me look at this. Oh, I see what's happened. All right, so the bigger pocket that I've already have an image there. So that's why it's not fitting. I said to myself, what's going on? Hello. Okay, so this is where I put something different here. Okay, that's not a problem. Okay, and then the tea bag is in the center one here. But let's close it. Okay, so, okay, good, still, see, and isn't that beautiful with that fabric on either side? Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so he can go here with no problem, and then whatever I'm going to put here now, so this is what we have to do. You have to keep playing with it, looking back and forth, seeing what's going on. Okay, so now here on this side, we have this. Okay, so the belly band is what goes on that here. Okay, so I can make a belly band. So let's make the belly band. So we just need a piece of this. Let me see if I can find. Okay. All right. So this was the paper that I used. It was actually double-sided paper with a map on it. And so I just flipped it over to the other side. So I want it to be that. Now let me see. How wide do I want it? Do I want it to be as wide? Where is the fold? I got to look at the fold. Okay. Here we are. I just want to tear a little bit off of this end. Okay. And I'm going to tear all the way around. So top, bottom, sides all get the torn edge look. So I like that with this design that I'm doing. I hope you've been enjoying this today. So if you have, then please hit the like button and subscribe and join us here and make beautiful things with us. Join my little crafting community. I love having crafting buddies. So if you want to be a crafting buddy with me, then please hit that subscribe button and comment and let me know what you're making and what you've liked from my channel. I would love to know that. So let's hang out and be crafting buddies. And hit the bell notification, otherwise you won't know when I make new videos. Okay, let's look back over here. All right, so now we need the piece of craft paper, and then we need the decorative piece. And then I'm going to sew them on the machine. All right, so here's a piece of the craft paper. got that. And then, let's see now. Okay, so from that paper pack that I was using, I mean, looking through my little pile over here to the side, you can't see. All right, let's see. Okay, so this piece here, flip it back over. Okay, so yeah, so I have him just like on the edge. So something like this kind of a thing. Yeah, I could angle it maybe angle him this time. Just going for a different look, you know, that's all I'm doing. Just a little bit of a different look. Okay, but keep those two pieces together. All right, now I will take it over to the machine, and then I'll just stitch right down the middle, and then I will glue these two edges. Okay, we're moving right along. Okay, now here's the pieces sewn together. And now we're going to glue down this side, and we're going to glue down this side. All kinds of crazy things happening, so I won't tell you about all of those crazy things, but they're on my mind, and I'm trying to craft so I can get rid of them off of my mind. Okay, so just when you think everything is going along good, you know what it is I'm saying? So, all right, now, here's the tea bag. Glue that on there. Here's the tag, so I'm going to take the tag out of there. And now we're going to glue down the whole thing. We don't need to, he's already at his own little pocket, so we're not going to make another pocket. So I'm just gluing it all over the place, really, really good. And this really, before when I put the other one down, I mean, it's just stuck into place right away. I was like, wow. All right, so I'm going to fold that up so make sure I know where I love putting that fabric on there now. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Don't you love it? You gotta love it. I'll wipe off the excess glue. Okay, now we come in with our little tag and make sure, yep, it's in the pocket. Okay, so we have the belly band glued into place, and we have the tea bag pocket glued into place. We have our beautiful hidden journaling spot made and glued into place. And now we need to make this gorgeous specimen card that we're going to do together. And then these two are our last spots. It's going to be gorgeous. Okay. Fold this over. So I will show you step by step how I made that little specimen card. So we need cardstock. I'm going to use exact same colors, and I will measure it with you so that you know what's the measurements. Got all these pieces of paper everywhere. Got to get them out of my way. Going to need the ruler, so we're going to keep him out. Okay. Over here to this side is where I've got all my little papers stashed. Alright, so here's the cardstock I used, and if it measures out to be the same as it was on the other side, it's gonna I have to cut it 2 1/4. Okay, so then what I did is I came in here. These are die cut shapes that I've already made up, and so here's my little die cut ephemera holder that I had made a while ago, and I show you how to do this as well on the channel. So again, just binge watch the channel, and you'll see where, is that another one? I do have 2. Oh, I did not know that. Yahoo! Let me go. Let me look again. Okay. Look at that. How about that? Okay, so it is going to go here, yes. Okay. So we want to fold it so we can get the right measurement. Okay, so this one actually goes, it'll be a little bit, I can do it 2.5. Okay, so, but I want to get it in there. Okay, let's see, yeah, 2.5. So if I do it at 2.5 wide, and then I have to go with the size of the flower, and as you can see what I did over here, where is it? It's right to the tippy top and the bottom edge of this. Right almost at 3 inches. Yeah. Okay, so what did I say? 2.5. Yes, okay, I will be able to get away with 2.5. So now what I need to do is I need to center the rows on the cardstock and then get to where the 2.5 is going to be. And then that way that allows me that, and then get the pencil. So I'm gonna leave a question in the community under my community tab for you. And according to how you answer that question will determine how much I share with you from my personal life, and then we'll take it from there. So, because I notice on some channels, people they share a lot more than I would share. But it just depends on your community, what does your community want to know? Does your community want to know? Does your community care? Do they don't want to know about what's going on? So, the sky is falling, but who cares? Oh, a giant, meteor fell through the roof of my house. Who cares? Now that would be okay. So that could be a little bit more of intriguing, that you would be interested. I think you would be interested in that, wouldn't you? Especially if I showed you the big gaping hole. Wouldn't you care about that? I think you'd care about that. Anywho, all right. So let me get my little piece of paper here. So you're watching me as I'm trimming this thing down. Okay, I think I want to trim it a little bit. Okay, top and bottom I can't really do much about, but trimming this, I want to trim it down to bring it in a little bit, because I want you to see, I want to see the beautiful inking on that side, and then I get the beautiful fabric on this side, and then let me see if I bring it up. Do I have anything down here? No, see if I bring it up that far, then let me see what I did over here. How far down did I bring? Yeah, I brought it down pretty far. Okay. Okie-doke. So we just need to take a little bit more off the edge. How much did I say? Let's see. Let's see if that's enough. Okay. Let's look, where's the bottom of the page? Okay, so here's the bottom of the page. Okay, I like that. Now that looks nice. Okay, see. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, one thing I noticed that I forgot to do over here is I'm going to ink around the edges of this. I didn't think to do that, but I'm going to do that here. I don't think I'll ink the flower, but I am going to ink that cardstock. Okay. So let's move him over here. Let's get the cutting mat out of the way. And bring this back over here. Okay, so let's just grab the ink. You know, maybe I'll start doing like a day in the life video. And it will kind of incorporate the day in the life of the Etsy shop owner, and also what in the world is going on in Marsha's life right now that she has to share with you. How about that? So that could theoretically fall under a day in the life video, which is, you know, a vlog. You know, we'll call it a vlog. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. That looks good. I like that now. Yeah. So see, that it kind of makes it more its own little specimen, just like I want it to be. Okay, now I need a piece of the clear plastic. I thought I had a bigger piece over here. Let me see. I had a smaller piece that I used already, but I did like have a bigger piece, and I don't know if I had him out over here or where did I put it. So let me go through my stack and let's see if I can find it. Aha! See, I knew I had it. Okay, so the one thing you have to be careful with this, as I just found out when I was making the other one, is when you glue this on, make sure you don't use too much glue, because if glue gets on your clear plastic, then it just is terrible. So, I mean, it's like, you know, immediately a film. So I'm trying to use less so that it won't ooze out on me like it did before. Placement first off. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Now let's just gently tap it. Can come down a wee bit. Okay, so that looks good. So I don't want any of this glue coming out, because when I put the plastic down, like I'm saying, and then I could have gone to the sink and just, you know. All right, now I want to get just a cloth. I'm just going to get a cloth and just clean this plastic over here. You're not going to be able to see me do it, but I'm wiping it. I have a towel that I keep. Okay, that's better. Now I try to find which is the clearest looking spot. Okay, isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. I love that. Love it. Okay, so what I do, this is how I do it. I take this just like this to the sewing machine. I don't trim it yet. And I sew it all the way around, straight stitch. Then I come back and cut it. So let me do that and then I'll show you. Okay, so here we are. Now our little specimen card is made. So we're just going to trim off the plastic excess. And then we're going to trim off the thread excess. And there you have it. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, and now we're going to glue it into place. And I will do just 3 sides and make it where there's a pocket on the back. And then I just put the glue on the inside next to the edge of the thread, the stitching. And it will grab really very, very quickly. So if you work with your page with it folded like this, then you'll know without any doubt that it's going to go in the right place, and you're going to love it. There we are. So we have our specimen card, our tea bag pocket, our belly band, our hidden journaling spot, flip out page, and we have a tag made for this. We just need to make a tag for that. And we're going to use this beautiful cardstock. And let me think here now. Let's see, what size did I put over here? Three and a half by 2 inches. Okay. Love this thing. Love how it turned out. I'm just so happy with it. You know, everything we make is just so unique. Do you notice that? And I already forgot what I said the size was. I'm so enthralled with how beautiful it looks. Okay. All right. So now that I'm looking at the height of this, I don't want it to go over that. So, okay, so I can come here. Let's see here. All right, let's bring it down to here. All right, so 3 1/4. Let's do 3 1/4 with the height. And then we'll go probably 3 by 3 1/4. Let's give that a whirl. This cutting mat is so huge, and I don't have enough room on the desk to keep it in right here. I don't like to keep it right there because it just is so big it takes up too much room. I need room for my stuff. Okay, so I know. I mean, it's like, do I remember what I'm doing? No, I do not. Okay, so what did I say? 3 1/4 by 3. Like I said, I've got a lot on my mind, so it's like I'm surprised I can even remember enough to craft. Okay. It's like it's not in the forefront, but it's there. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take me a while to get through this whole thing. Okay. Now, let's put you over here. Open you up. Yeah, that's a snug fit. Okay. All right, but I don't want it to just be, you know, boxy, so obviously we have to round the corners. Okay. Corners rounded. Check. And then let's try them again. Okay, that's good. I like that. All right, now maybe I'll just round all the corners. Aha! I know what I'm gonna do. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna round all the corners. Good, 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 good. Okay. Now we're going to come in here and we're gonna decorate him up a little bit. Okay. just want to do something different. So. Okay, liking that so far. We're not done. We are not done. Alright, so we're either going to take, let's see. Let me see if I take this and make a little tab out of it. This end. Does it need to be a bigger tab, or is that a big enough tab? Ouch. Oh, my little foot. Wait a minute, it's not going to get down there. Not going to be where I want it to be. There. Okay. Need a little bit more glue there. Is it gluing or not gluing? I don't know. I may need to let that dry before I can put him up under there. Okay. There we go. There. There. I like that. Isn't that pretty? I like it very much. Oh, I hope you guys are going to make this. I hope you're making it with me. I hope you're pausing the video. Did you know you can do that? Just pause the video. Go get all your supplies, and then you can make it and follow along with me as we're doing each piece. This one kind of looks a little sick, doesn't it? He looks a little injured. Let's see if I turn him around that way. Does he look any better? No. Okay. We'll make a new one of those. He's just going to be there temporarily, so, okay. But oh, I just love this whole thing. Now, this is just absolutely gorgeous. Turns just as making me so, whoops, 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 whoops. Gotta be careful when I fold this. I don't want that to get bent. Okay, so now we need these two pieces put into place, but I don't think I have these printed out. Let me look through my stash and see if I can find it, because I had all the other pages printed, and that's why I cut those out, and I was already using that. But if I don't find it here in a few seconds, then I will have to just go get it and print it, and then I'll be back. And 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. That's what's the beautiful thing about. All right, there we are. We're all done. Everything has been embellished and looks absolutely beautiful. So on this page, we have 2 pockets, a belly band, a hidden journaling flip out page, and then we have 2 photo spots here. And then when we turn it over here to this side, we had the 2 photo spots and 3 pockets, tuck spot here, and the belly band there. And then now this can fold over like this, and it's a beautiful part of our journal. There you go. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial today of embellishing a page in our photojournal address book together. And I hope you'll watch my other videos that showed adding the front pocket and the back pocket and all of the cute little things that went into making that, and the cover and just the journal itself. And now this beautiful fold out page with journaling and pockets and photos. And so then that will complete this journal, because the rest of it is just for me to fill it in with my passwords and addresses and things like that, and then other photos. But we're going to be doing another photo journal series, so stay tuned for that. And if you want to go back and watch the collection, the playlist of the photo journal, different types that we've made already, then I will link that in the video so that you'll be able to go back and follow those. All right, so thank you for being here with me today. Stay safe, keep creating in the sunshine. Bye-bye.